Hello everyone, Pavan here, and I'm back with another episode of Gardening on Nandanavanam. Today I'm bringing to you all an episode on parsley. In the latter half of 2020, on one day I needed some parsley for a dish, but I could not find any at the local store. So I ended up picking up a small pot of parsley from the garden store, and surprisingly, that was $1 too. So I came home that day with the pot and ended up using most of the leaf from the stem for the dish, and then left the pot with stems and a few leaves next to the grape vine. Didn't have any plans for the pot, quite honestly neglected it for the rest of 2020 and let it survive, rather let it perish, because back in the day I was not aware that it was a perennial herb. Before we get into more details, if you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Pavan and I love to garden. As I garden, I make these episodes to help out aspiring gardeners take advantage of my experiences. Please subscribe to the channel to learn great gardening tips, watch interesting harvest videos, and yum recipes with homegrown food. To my surprise, the small pot which I left with no care survived through the winter, and in the spring of 2021, I've spotted some sprouting in the pot. That is when I decided that I should transplant parsley, and the second tower garden was also ready with enough pockets, so I got to work. Here are a few lessons learned from this experience. Number one, next time when you need herbs, pick a small pot from your local garden store instead of picking a bunch from the grocery store. Better yet, if you have a neighbor or a friend who has an herb garden, pick a small cutting, a sapling, or a seed from them and plant those in your own garden. Most of the herbs are perennial, and planting them in your yard would mean you'll have fresh herbs growing in your yard year after year and keep you stocked. Beyond the culinary use, growing these herbs in your yard also mean they add a very good fragrance to your space. Number two, you do not have neighbors or friends with herb garden and you choose to pick a small pot from your garden store, then transplant it to a larger pot with better soil and nurture it well for the first few weeks or maybe up to a month, and trust me, it'll pay it off well. It'll keep you and your household stocked with the essential herbs for years to come, and you won't regret the time you spent on it. I've made one mistake during the transplanting, that I've picked the sunny side of the tower garden, which made it hard on the plant to adjust in the first couple weeks. I've kept watering the plant well multiple times throughout the day, and then by end of the week 3, the plant started to adjust well and started growing by actually end of week 5. But observe, something else was also growing in the tower garden, and it was growing like really rapidly. What happened in the next couple of weeks was the result of me being a rookie gardener. I already confessed this mistake when I posted the pumpkin episode. So I've planted too many pumpkin seeds in the tower garden, and those started to take over the tower garden. Boy, they were growing like crazy. Parsley and chocolate mint were the worst affected, as these were planted vertically on the top and bottom of the pocket in which I planted a lot of pumpkin seeds. What does that mean is it impacted how the parsley plant could grow. I almost thought that I lost the parsley plant because the pumpkin wind was holding on to the parsley plant for support. It was actually bringing down the parsley plant due to the weight of the pumpkin leaves. I've patiently waited and kept watering the parsley while the pumpkin plants thrived and almost killed the parsley plant. After 2 months, I was able to harvest the pumpkins, and when I was done harvesting the pumpkins, I've removed the pumpkin vine from the tower garden. And that has given the life back to the parsley. Within just 1 week, parsley started blooming these beautiful flowers. The goal for any herb harvest is to tell your plant that I want more growth. How do you do so? It's very simple. Clip the branches and allow the suckers around the branches to grow back, and that way the plant will grow thick and bushy. For all the damage the pumpkin plants have done, they have also helped me in some way. They have forced the parsley plant to go into the blooming mode, and that gave me a lot of seed. Remember, I recommended earlier that you should get seed from a friend or neighbor. For all my Seattle friends, you know where to find me. So if you're interested to plant and grow parsley from seed, hit me up and I'm happy to share it. And for my viewers in Seattle, I'm happy to share the seed with you all too. Please ask for it in the comment section. As you have seen, parsley as a plant is very resourceful and it can withstand tough conditions and still find ways to survive and thrive without a lot of care. I would certainly recommend you all to add parsley to your garden, and stay tuned for some more episodes on how to preserve this herb for year-round use and a yum recipe with fresh parsley. Stay tuned to Nandanavanam and please do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so you do not miss interesting episodes. Thank you all for being with me today. Hope this episode was informative and helpful. If you do like the video, please smash that thumbs up button. By doing it, YouTube will recommend my video to more viewers, and that is an easy way for you all to show your appreciation towards the channel and motivate me to continue posting these episodes. Happy gardening. This is Pawan signing off until the next video. You all have fun growing and spending time in your garden.